Okay guys, this is going to be the Eclipse class, and what we've done this semester, for those of you that don't know me, I'm sorry, my name is David Zarate. This is my information. If you need to get a hold of me ever, you can call me, text me, email me, whatever. So if you're not going to be here for class, if you're going to be late for class or whatever, I'll wait a little bit, 5 or 10 minutes. If you're held up by an accident or something, your kid was sick, I'll usually wait a little bit. This is a very important class, so I need you to cooperate with me, and I'll cooperate with you as much as I can to try to get you guys the best software teaching that I can. So I mean, if you help me, then I'll help you. So my cell number is 210-863-1588. For those of you that are probably having trouble seeing, I don't know how clear it is. My work is 210-335-3912. And then my email address is dzaratecsr@yahoo.com. Okay? So really what I wanted to do tonight, I was hoping, there was going to be more people here. I think I have 8 people in the class, and one of the things that I want to emphasize that I don't think that they emphasize to you guys, and it must have gotten, mistaken somehow or another, but this really isn't an online class, guys, okay? So for those of you that thought that it was an online class, you need to call me and talk to me, and if you're having trouble or you're not going to be able to make it a class, and you thought that it was going to be an online class only, it's really not. You really need to be here. It's more hands-on because not everybody's computer reacts the same. So sometimes, you're going to have problems with something that everybody else isn't having problems with for some reason, whether it be some kind of a function button or whatever. So it's more of an in-class class is what it is. So it's not really, it really wasn't meant to be online. And the class is going to be Monday and Wednesday nights. It's going to be 2 nights, and we go through the entire Eclipse program. Okay, so even if you've never taken the class, you don't know anything about Eclipse, what it does, you don't have to worry. For those people that have taken the Eclipse 1 class and are taking this class, you're kind of at a little bit more of an advantage because what we're going to do is we're going to cover everything again. So from the time that you start, I'm going to show you how to get into Eclipse, the basics, and at the end of the class, you're going to be able to put a complete transcript together. Okay? So that's what this class entails, and that's why it's 2 nights, because we were teaching Eclipse 1 and then Eclipse 2, which Eclipse 1 was the very basics. We went through the whole semester of teaching just the basics. And I think by doing it in 1 semester, 1 night was too much. I think it's overwhelming for you guys. And you'll see once we get started, it's really a lot to learn. So I thought that it was going to be too much. So what we did was we got it into 1 semester, which I think is good, and going to teach both in 1. So that's why it's kind of going to take 2 nights. Because we'll do one night, and what I want you to do is the night that we don't come, which is Tuesday, I want you to work on what we learned that day, the day before on Monday. Take Tuesday to learn it, whatever, and then we come back on Wednesday, we talk about all the stuff, maybe that you're having problems with, that you have questions about at the beginning of the class, and then the second part of the class, we go through the new part of the chapters, okay? So we'll be covering everything, and then you take Thursday, Friday, Saturday until the next Monday to work on both parts that we did on Monday and Wednesday, okay? Until you have them. Guys, it's very important that you guys work on this stuff that we're going over because it's only going to help you in your editing process, okay? So if you don't do it, you're only hurting yourself. So once we get to the portion where we're going on the machine and it's hooking up into your computer and we're doing real time, you're going to be lost, okay? And you're going to be asking, and I don't mind people asking questions, but when you start asking really silly questions about stuff all the time on stuff that you should have covered already, it's going to get kind of a little bit ridiculous, okay? I don't mind asking answering questions or whatever, but when it's the same person all the time asking the same questions, it's stuff that we should have gone over, the day before, but you just didn't, it kind of gets a little bit ridiculous. So, I mean, I want you guys to ask questions, but I don't want it to be over stuff that you should have covered already, okay? If it's having problems with stuff or whatever, but, I'll work with anybody. I really will. So, I mean, if you come to me and say, hey, look, I'm really busy with my work, job, kids, whatever, and I don't really have time to work with it a whole lot, so when I come to class, I'm really trying to really pay attention. That's what I need you to do. So when you walk in the door, leave everything outside, okay? I need your full attention for those 2 hours or 2.5 hours that we're gonna be here, okay? So it'll be a fun class. I try to make it as fun as I can. I think if we joke around a little bit, kid around a little bit, I think it makes it a lot more fun to learn. So, that's just kind of my disposition, okay? Another thing about me that if some of you guys don't know me already, I'm not really a sugarcoater, okay? I kind of tell it how it is. So if you ask me a question, I'm going to tell you, okay? And I don't mean to hurt anybody's feelings or whatever, but that's just kind of the way it is, okay? So, I don't put up with, a whole lot of, stupid stuff, okay? I mean, if we want to joke around, that's fine, but the stupid stuff I can't handle. So, we try to keep it lighthearted, try to keep it fun, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, and then once you learn the software and start using it in your editing, it's really going to make it fun, and it's really going to make it a lot quicker for you to start editing your test, okay? And that's kind of the whole point of this thing is to help you in your editing time with your test, okay? And then once you start doing real time, it's cleaning up your stuff, and once we start cleaning up your dictionaries and doing stuff, you're going to find out that your writing is going to get a lot better too. So when I show you shortcuts on things, it's going to be a lot of fun. So one thing we're going to need is your laptop. You need to bring your laptop, okay? You should already have Eclipse loaded on it. If you don't, then you need to get it loaded by Wednesday. So get with Mr. Hopkins, make sure that you have Eclipse loaded, ready to go by Wednesday, okay? And you'll need your laptops probably for about the first 5 or 6 weeks or so, and we'll start going over stuff and covering a lot of stuff. And then hopefully by then, just depending on how I feel like you're picking it up, how fast we're able to go that you guys are picking it up, then we'll start getting on the machine and working on the machines a little bit, and getting towards the stuff that we need to get towards the end on getting a full transcript out, okay? So, do you have any questions? We're going to be meeting in room 303 every week, okay? So for those of you that took the Eclipse one, it's still the same class. For those of you that haven't, it's room 303. So if you have any questions, you can give me a call or email me, text me, whatever. So I'll always answer questions, as best I can. So if you have a question, you're messing with the stuff that we went over on the night before, and you're like, what, it's really not working, and I can't remember, how to do it, you can text me, and usually I'm pretty good about texting back or whatever, and if I can't figure it out right then, because sometimes I need to be in front of a computer to really know, kind of what's going on. If it's not a simple function, then as soon as I get by a computer or my computer, then I usually, will text you back and say, hey, look, this is it, it's Alt, Y or Alt Z or blah, 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 or whatever. So, I don't know of anything else. Come ready Wednesday and be prepared to start working. So we'll see you Wednesday at 6 if you guys don't have any questions.
Right, just pin through.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. You need to bring your laptop. You need to bring some kind of a tablet, and you need to bring a pen, because I want you to write all this stuff down. You're going to have it on your computer. You're going to have it in the tutorials, but it's a lot easier if you write it down to go through and be able to find it easier. Okay, and I'll kind of tell you on Wednesday on kind of how to subtitle some of this stuff, and it's everything's kind of broken down. So like prefixes, suffixes, block files, stuff like that. So we can do it by sections or whatever. So when I ask you something about a block file, you can go through and you can see the heading, and you can say, oh, here it is, block files, inserting a block file, Alt-R, blah blah blah. Okay, so that's what I need you to bring is your laptop, be ready to go, tablet, and a pen. Okay. I guess if there's no further questions, then I guess we'll see you guys on Wednesday. Okay, we'll see y'all.